Local shares posted a solid advance on Thursday. The ASX 200 rose by around 0.4%, or about 32 points. But probably a more noteworthy aspect of that improvement was the fact that investors weren't really showing any signs of anxiety ahead of what is going to be a pretty important couple of days, not only in economic terms, but also in terms of the self-imposed deadline that the US administration has placed on itself to formalise tariffs on $34 billion worth of Chinese imports. That is in itself important, but equally so is the response from the Chinese. They have said that they will wait to see exactly what the Americans come up with. So that could very well happen on the weekend, and you could reasonably expect some volatility in the lead up to that, but we haven't seen any as far as the Australian market was concerned today. So it'll be interesting to see how the US shapes up over the course of the next couple of days. We've got the private measure of employment growth, which will be followed by the formal statistics on employment out of the US tomorrow night. As far as the performances of markets are concerned, miners were generally weaker today. We've seen multi-month lows for a range of metals, including zinc and copper. That all turns around the trade question at the moment. Gold stocks, however, beat that trend. They were generally firm, and Newcrest mining was up by around 1%. Energy stocks are also higher on the back of a larger than expected fall in US oil inventories, but equally, Iran has threatened to blockade the Straits of Hormuz. Now, this is an important seaway as far as the transport of crude oil is concerned, and that could definitely disrupt energy supplies. So Woodside Petroleum today was up by around 0.75%. In other news, we heard that Woolworths and Caltex have agreed to a new deal which will see Caltex supply Woolies with fuel for the next 15 years. Woolies will supply groceries to the Caltex branded convenience stores. There'll be an expansion in the network in which Woolies shoppers can redeem their discounted petrol coupons throughout that network as well. There will be a $50 million upfront payment on the part of Caltex to Woolies. So this is a good deal for Woolies at a time when they're still trying to sell their petrol business. Domino's Pizza down 8% on a broker downgrade. The Aussie dollar a little bit weaker at 73.8 US cents.